gonna be a fucking epic night. We want you to remember Bratislava is the best place you've ever fucking been to. So, let's get fucked up tonight. Let's have a good night.
This is what people think when they hear you are going to Bratislava. But it is much more than just the nightlife. This beautiful city filled with the history, charm, and breathtaking views that we will discover on our journey to this amazing place. So hit that subscribe button and let's begin. We have landed in Bratislava.
We are outside the airport.
And here is a tip. This city offers a cheap and fast airport transfer.
Right outside the airport you can find this bus stop, and from here you are supposed to take bus number 61, and that will get you to the city center train station to buy the tickets.
Costing only €1.10, you can buy this directly from the bus stop with small ticket dispensing machines or online. I'm not sure if you can buy it inside every bus.
We are in search of food.
Now we are heading to this little restaurant called Sedliaka. It's a cozy rustic spot known for serving the traditional Slovak food. And honestly, the prices of food are really decent. And if you go ahead in the drinks menu, that is also pretty much in the line. About the vibe, it's pretty chill. You got this old school newspaper prints on the walls, this woven cloth hanging from the ceiling, and the restaurant is set in one of the oldest wine cellars in Bratislava. I tried the gnocchi or the dumplings with crispy onions on the top. It's made with goat cheese and is the top rated dish suggested by the Google. To be part of the nightlife,
We have this kind of the pub crawl at the hostel I'm staying. So they go and check out the different pubs. So I'm gonna meet them at a spot that is another hostel, their sister hostel. So let's see how it goes from there.
you are soloing, it's really a nice option to go in pub crawls to meet people.
So we're going somewhere.
So, when we get outside, when we're going from pub to pub, if you guys have any alcohol,
No.
we can't drink it outside.
Shall we do it right now?
Yeah.
Shall we do it right now?
It's gonna be a fucking epic night. We want you to remember Bratislava is the best place you've ever fucking been to. So, let's get fucked up tonight. Let's have a good night.
So now we are at this rock and roll pub, which is actually a pretty nice place if you are wondering where to chill for the night. I also share the location and the interiors of this place.
We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine.
Normally people stay up to 3-4 a.m. outside and go to 4 to 5 pubs in a single pub crawl, but I took an early exit.
I was wrong about Slovakia nightlife. Actually, it's pretty better than most of the European cities I have visited. Because right now this is 12 and you can still see the streets full of people that are just going out for the drinks.
Now after the nightlife, it's time to explore the city during the daytime. So our first stop is the Blue Church. As the name suggests, it's blue. built in Hungarian Art Nouveau style. The church has this really cool wave-like pattern blue tiles that wraps around it. We couldn't go inside since it was closed, but we managed to sneak a peek of the altar through the window. Our next stop is the Presidential Palace of Bratislava. This is where the President of Slovakia lives, and the building architecture is stunning with its Baroque style. If you are curious to see the interiors, I got this link in the description below where you can explore it virtually through a kind of street view.
We still have 2 hours of sunlight, so we're gonna roam around in city. It's a small city and I think we can check out, if we don't go inside of the museums, in 2 or 3 hours or something. So let's go.
That will be our last stop for the night. Looks pretty amazing. Last night we were at this place. Michael's Gate is the only medieval gate that is still standing. There is also a museum inside, and for 60 euros you can go up to the top for some pretty nice sweet views. On the other side you got this charming old town which is packed with bar, cafes, perfect for the casual night outs. And this was the street we were in the last night. I'll also add the location to the description. Moving along, we got the Maximilian fountain. There's an interesting local legend tied to this fountain. The knight who usually stands facing the town hall, they say it turns around midnight on New Year's and the Good Friday, but only someone born and raised in Bratislava and also with a pure heart will be able to see it. So I'm not sure I'll be him. Next up, we got this funny statue, Čumil. Like, there's even a joke like he's either peeping up the people's skirt or pretending to work while daydreaming, as it suggests man at work.
Now we are at the main city square. Or the square. Looks like pretty damn interesting.
And there are also this vintage small buses which you can use to take the city tours. From here we reach the Danube River.
So this river flows by here and it follows along the city,
which leads up to the UFO Tower. Inside this tower on the top you have this restaurant, or if you want to go, you can also go all the way up to the observation deck for a 360 panoramic view of the Bratislava. Cost around 7 euros. Bratislava is filled with statues with a good amount of history behind them, and one of which is the Morový stĺp, a memorial statue that celebrates the end of plague epidemic in the early 1700s. It took too many lives back then. And right by the statue, when I visited, there was this small exhibition related to the town past running, along with this Holocaust memorial. And finally, we are headed to the St. Martin's Cathedral. It's this grand Romanesque structure with stunning stained glass windows and a huge altar. This place was once the coronation site for the Hungarian Empire, so it's pretty significant in the Bratislava history. Just behind the cathedral, there are the remnants of the medieval city wall, a proud symbol of Bratislava heritage. These walls were once part of the city defense, standing up to 10 meter high and 1.5 meter thick. Most of it has been torn throughout the time and only a small section remains near the cathedral. And we are going to the Hrad castle because it's bahut hard. From here we have to walk for 10 minutes.
Castle will be there to some of the well, it's situated on the top. So more you go up, you actually see the city line from up there.
Visit of the castle from the outside and the gardens are free to explore. But if you want to go inside for the museum or climb on one of the towers, you'll need a ticket. If you are visiting Bratislava, definitely check out the Bratislava card. It gives you free entry to some 18 museum and galleries and also the public transportation. Although Bratislava is like a really small city that you can also do on foot. The castle is situated on a really high ground, so it's always visible in the city skyline. That also makes it an amazing spot for the sunset.
Always knew where to catch a good sunset, so I should be the sunset vlogger.
I missed the Baroque Gardens as I came almost at the time of the sunset, so I'll recommend you to reach here little early to explore everything. Now let's enjoy the sunset.
After enjoying the city view, we're gonna look around a little bit of castle and maybe chill somewhere in cafe, then head out for dinner and crash out early. So let's head inside the castle. Okay, starting to get dark. Nice low light performance. Like the apartment complex to me. And those lights on the top. The spot. And this is the sunset and rise.
Later, while editing the video, I also found this blog online that mentioned all the spots in the castle. That I linked into the description so you can check it out. And as always, I place all the location I visit on the Google Maps itinerary in the description too.
Like this is the other exit, and on this exit you can actually take the bus to reach here. You don't have to walk.
And the city look magical at night from here, and it's not busy at all, so you can stay here little longer and also enjoy the night views. Before dinner, I stopped at this Dubliner Irish pub for Irish coffee, which was great. And we liked the food and service of the restaurant yesterday so much that we came back here. And today we ordered the Farber garlic soup.
Strong garlic. I like it.
And chicken schnitzel paired with some roasted potatoes and some salad.
I have too much food and I cannot finish it. So I think I'm gonna take half of it on the go. Maybe at night I'll get hungry.
And then I found this huge bookshop with a great cafe on the top. So if you have some time to kill during the day, you can also stop by here.
Now now we are actually going to go back to our hostel and crash early because we have to leave for the Vienna tomorrow.
And this is our hostel for tonight, Urban Elephants.
So we've reached our room. It's like a budget room. So I paid like I think 15 euros for this one. So this is my bed. Like they had minimum 6 people, or I think there was one 4 which got booked. It's a really small room with 6 people inside it. So I'll go have a look around the hostel and show you more. Bye. Just outside our room there is Ganpati. Kind of pretty colorful. Lobbies, little old. And this escalator.
And this is the common area we have in this hostel. And usable kitchen area with a lot of utensils. And this is what the shared washroom in this hostel looks like. Actually pretty clean. The bus stop is in the modern part of the city with huge skyscrapers, which is not visible from the old town side where we stayed. Is actually inside Nivi Centrum, a big shopping mall with multiplexes and entertainment options for all. And on the ground floor I found this robo serving coffee. That was pretty interesting to me as an engineer. So I stopped by here for a coffee. And the ground floor is also the place you will find the bus stop. And this is our bus that goes to Berlin but stops at Vienna. In our next vlog, we will explore the city of Vienna. So to be part of it, don't forget to subscribe and see you soon.